Hi, and welcome to BremSter Puzzles, and back to the World Puzzle Federation from 2015's Round 7 pack. Of course, all the puzzles in this pack totaled 600 points, and this is a 55-point classic Sudoku. So this is a jump up from the previous one in difficulty. This is another classic Sudoku that was set by Non-Zero, one of the setters from Italy. And yeah, we're expecting this one to be a little bit harder because of the point difficulty jump. So we'll see how this one goes, whether BremSter can actually solve it without help. Some of these classics I've not been able to. So let's have a look at the rules. So, well, of course, before that, in the description below, there'll be a link to this puzzle as well as to the entire World Puzzle Federation's puzzle archive. So yeah, hopefully that'll be something that'll be fun for you. So rules, normal Sudoku rules. So in every box, into every row and into every column, we need to put the digits 1 to 9 without repeats. That's it for the rules. Nice and simple. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So where do we want to start? I can see 8 and 8 are looking across. I can't put 8 here, so 8s go in there. 1s, no. 5s are in one of those two. 5s, okay, I need something better than this. 3 is, this is a 3. 3s can't be in those, and that 3 is looking down. So that puts 3 down here. That's not great. 6 is in one of those two. 9 is over here in one of those two. This could be a naked single hunt. 9 is in one of those two. 1 in this row? No. 1's got lots of places in this row. Okay. I mean, this cell sees a lot. Sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. It could be 5. It can't be 7, 8. It could be 9. So this is only 5 or 9. Seven, no. 7 is in one of those two, but I don't think that's going to help me much either. Okay, this is a step up. Step up, step up, step up. I never said I was funny. Actually, I did say I was funny, but I may have been joking. This will be a naked single hunt, I'm sure. So you can see a whole bunch of digits that are lining up with each other. So what it will be is, can you spot the cell that sees a lot of different digits? So there's 4 digits that haven't been placed in this box. 4, 5, 6, and 9. So this sees 6, 4, and 6. So this is also 5 and 9. So 1, 2, 3, these digits all see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. So this is a 5, 9 pair. So this is a 4, 6 pair, which hasn't done much. But if this is a 5, 9 pair, that can't be a 5 or a 9. So that's the 9 and that's the 5. That's a good trick. Spinning's a good trick. So that's the 5 by Sudoku now. And this is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 7, and 8. Okay. So in this column, 2, 3, 4, 7. So 2, this is a 2, 4 pair because I haven't put 2, 4 in this column and I can't put them there. So this is a 2, 4 pair, which I can't see how to resolve, but it makes these 3 and 7, which I still can't see how to resolve, but it makes these 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 6, and those I can resolve. This is a 6, this is a 1. There's no 1 here. 6 and 6 puts 6 in one of those two. Excellent. These four are 1, 2, 4, and 6. So this is a 2, 4 because it can't be a 1 or a 6. So this is now 1, 7, or 8, and it can't be a 1. That's a 7, 8. That's a 1. And that's a 7, 8 pair. That 1 takes 1 out of there. 1 is in one of those two. Oh, this is pretty damn good. I'm liking this. I'm not finding it easy, but I'm finding it good fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 go into those. So these are 2, 3, 4. And there's no 4 there, but there must be a 3 in those. Yeah, this is interesting. So this can only be 1 or 2 because what's missing from this row is 1, 2, 4, 6, and there's a 4 and a 6 here. So this is 1 or 2. And this is 1, 2, 6. I need to find the next section that's under that sort of constraint. It's kind of tricky to see. Eight is now in one of those two. Actually, it's always been in one of those two. Nine in this column still could be in either of those two, I think. What about this row? 4, 5, 7, and 9. It actually doesn't look that restricted, does it? At least it doesn't to me. Five is not in any of those. 5 is in one of those two. 5 is not in any of those. 5 is in one of those two. 5. Stepped up. Finding the pairs that I've found was really, really cool, but I need to figure out how to keep that momentum going. There are a lot of solvers out there who will just be writing in digits real fast, and I'm not them. I need to put all the even digits in this column. Four and 6 can't go there. Or 4 can only go in one of those two. Ooh. This is a weird Sudoku trick that may be coming into play here. In this column, 4 can only go in one of those two. In this row, because of these 4s, 4 can only go in one of those two. In this row, because of these, 4 can go in one of those 3. And in this column, 4 can go in one of those 3. Because if this was a 4, this couldn't be a 4, so this would be a 4. Which means this couldn't be a 4. But I've got multiple places, and that there could be something happening with 4s, you know. There could be this weird, like 4, 4. It could be a trick with 4s, but I don't understand it. Because 4 is in one of those two. If that was a 4, that would be a 4. So is this Yeah. There's a swordfish going on in 4s in these columns. So I'm going to change orange to yellow, and I'm going to mark where 4 can go in this column. Because now, similar to the X-Wing in the previous puzzle, where I had 4 only available in 2 columns in 2 rows, I now have 4 in 3 columns that can only go in 3 rows. So if I was to say put a 4 here, then in this column 4 would have to go here. In this column 4 would have to go here, and I couldn't put 4 anywhere in column 8. So 4 can't go anywhere in the yellow marked rows that isn't a yellow cell. But I'm not sure how to use that unless I can get another swordfish on 4s somewhere. Well, I do have another swordfish on 4s in those. But how does that work? So I've got 2 swordfishes on 4s. But I don't know how overlapping swordfishes like that works. It means if I get 1 4, I get all of them, I think. Like, if this is a 4, then this is a 4, then this is a 4, which makes that a 4 because I need one in that row, which means this is a 4 to have one here. And then in this column, that's a 4, but that all works. But I could just flip that on its head, I think. So I need to find something else, I think. But the thing with 4s there is interesting, I hope. But I need something else. So, no, I was wondering about 1s. 1 is in one of those 2. 1 is in one of those 2. 1. I'm trying to see if there's a digit that I can see that's under a lot of pressure. So in this row, I need to place 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So, and that can't be a 4. Oh, right. So these are 2, 6, 7, 8. So this is only 2 or 7, because it can't be 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. So it's only 2, 7, because it can't be 4, 6, 8. That's 2 or 7. So 6 is in one of those 2. Yeah, 6 has been in one of... Oh, no, that's not quite enough, is it? They don't overlap the right way. Uh, 2, 5, 7 goes into there. I'm quite lost. 2 in this row. 2, 3, 5, 7. Oh, that's a 5. It sees 1, 2, sorry, this cell here, let's mark it red, sees 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9. That is a 5. Does that do anything? that means this isn't a 5, so this is a 5, which looks down saying that's not a 5, so that's a 5. 5 and 5 puts 5 in one of those two. This is now a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, and 9. Well, we know that can't be a 4. Five. Where am I missing 5s? I think I'm only missing 5s there, which is another X-wing. I don't know that I need these swordfishes, but I'm a little stuck where to look. What am I missing? I've looked at this column, haven't I? 2, 4, 6, 8. Well, I've got the 5 now. So these are just 2, 4, 6, 8, and it sees 4, 6, 8. That's a 2. So these are now 4, 6, 8, and I can't put a 4 there. This is a 6 or an 8. That can't be an 8. It's a 4 or a 6. That can't be a 6. It's a 4 or an 8. So which row or column is under pressure now? This is whittling. There's no 7 here. I shouldn't have put the 7 there. So where's the 7 in this column? It's in one of those two. This row is now down to 3 digits. 3, 7, and 9. Well, there's no 3 there, and this is a 4, 7, 9 triple. And this can't be a 4 because of that. That is a 9. So I can take 9 out of those, but the 9 makes that a 7, that a 4, and now I'll be able to unwind all of these swordfishes. This is a 6, but I need to put a 4 in this row, which must go there. So this is not a 6, which means this is the 6, which just took the place of an 8, meaning that's the 8, which took the place of a 7, which means that's a 7, which makes that an 8 and that a 7. But there's all sorts of swordfish stuff I can do. So the 4 here makes this a 7, which takes 7 out of there, but I can't put 4 in any of those now, and I've already marked that 4 can't go there. So this is the 4, which makes this is the 8, which means in the yellow swordfish, that's the 4, which means this can't be a 4, and I'm down to X-wings on 4s. So I'm going to remove all of the colouring and put the yellow back into those. But I can resolve it because the 6 looks back making that the 4, which means this is the 2 and this is the 4. And now I can completely remove all of the colouring. I've completely resolved all of that 4 stuff. No idea if I needed it or not, but I used it and had fun with it. Okay, now I've got to get back on track. The 6 looks down saying that's not the 6, so that's the 6. So this is 1 and 8 in this column. So this is a 1-8 pair. There's no 4 here. This is a 2-3. So I need to put a 1 in this box in one of these 3. That's not it. What about up here? This is the only pencil mark I've got for a 6. Yes, this is the only place I can put a 6. And the digits I haven't placed are 3 and 9. So that's the 3, that's the 9. This 7 makes this the 3 and this the 7. This is a triple, which I should have marked before. 1, 2, and 8. The 1 looks up saying that's not the 1. The 8 looks up saying that's not the 8. So those are a 1, 2, 8 triple. Not seeing how to resolve them, but the 9 looks down making that the 5 and that the 9. The 5 looks down making that the 2. The 2 makes that the 3 and that the 2, but I can also use the 2 to look up making that the 1, that the 8, and that the 2. This column is missing a 7. This 8 looks down making that the 1. Where do I put a 5? By pencil marks, that's a 5, and I can prove it by the 5s looking in. These are now 3 and 8. And the 8 is looking in, making that the 3 and that the 8. The 8 looks across, making that the 7 and that the 8. This row is missing its 3, so that's the 3. This row is missing its 8 by... No, I've broken the puzzle. Blast it! Where did I go wrong? Please tell me it wasn't on all the swordfishes. Am I wrong here? Yes, I am. Oh, man. I thought I did well on those swordfishes. I will never be a competition solver. So I got this 479. Is it right here? Yes. So I got this 479. And the 4 looks up making this the 9. Is this correct? No, that is wrong. So this pencil mark is absolutely wrong. But these have to be 4, 7, and 9. So this can't be 4. So this is 7 or 9. And this is the 4. Okay, let's go. And this will be correct. I don't know where I went wrong there. I did something wrong with the pencil marking here. The 4 is looking up, but the 4 means this is not the 4. In this location, this is now the 6 and this is the 4. People can laugh at me as much as you want. 4 is not in any of those. 4 is here, which means this isn't the 4. This has to be the 4. And this is getting me down to the same thing. I'm back to the 4 in one of those. So I can remove all of the blue digits and I can remove those yellows. But the 6 makes that the 4, which makes that the 2 and that the 4. And now I can remove all of the yellow digits as well. But the 6 looks down saying that's not the 6, that's the 6. It feels like I'm placing the same digits, but I'm obviously not. So this is 2, 7, 6, 8, but I can't, right, the 2 makes that the 7, which makes that the 8 and that the 7. The 8 looks back making that the 6, removing the pencil mark of the 8, putting that in. And there's no 6 here. I'm back to a 1-2 pair. Okay, I don't know. I do not know. But the 4 looks down saying there's no 4 here. This is a 2, 3. The 8 looks across making that the 7 and that the 8. Sorry, everyone. I try and do better on these, but I'm only me. So this column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these are 1 and 8. And the 8 makes that the 1 and that the 8, meaning that's not the 8, but this is the only place left for a 1 in the box. So with the 7, 9, this has to be the 2 that hasn't been placed. So 2 is in one of these 2. But these are 3, 6, and 7. So 6 has to go here. This is now a 3 or a 7, and the 7 is looking up, making that the 3, that the 7, that the 3. The 3 takes 3 out of there. This is a 7, 9, and that's a 7, 9. So they need to be broken open by something else. So this row is missing 2, 3, and 7. But the 7, 9 is looking down saying that's not the 7. So this is the 7, looking up, making that the 9, that the 7, looking across, making that the 9 and that the 7, breaking that open. But the 9 makes that the 5 and that the 9. The 5 looks down saying that's not the 5, that's the 5, which makes that the 2. And these are the 3 and the 8 that haven't been placed. But this 3, 8 makes this the 3 and this the 8. This now has to be 2 or 3, doesn't it? Yeah, where's 3 in this row now? That 3 says it's not there. So this is the 3, this is the 2, this is the 3. This row is just missing a 2, making that a 1 and that a 2. This box is missing 1 and 9, and I'll use that 1 to make that the 9 and that the 1. So I did much worse. However, I feel I don't know if I needed those swordfishes on the 4s, but I got to explain, I got to find 2 swordfishes, which for me is kind of cool, and I got to explain what a swordfish was. So it is a swordfish, right? Yeah, that's a swordfish. X-wing, swordfish, jellyfish. Yeah, I think that's right. So I don't use them very often, so I can never remember the nomenclature. If I've got that wrong, there'll be a lot of angry comments. But yeah, I really enjoyed that puzzle. That was really, really cool. I enjoyed that one for 23 minutes. So World Championship time, not for me. Lots of fun, yes, for me. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. There is another classic Sudoku in this set, which is even harder, so I'm a little scared about that one. We'll see how it goes. Thanks everyone for watching, and as always, good luck with your solving.